All right, test 1, 2. Yes, rocking and rolling. Let's grab our friends. All right, bingo. Good morning. Oh, and by grab our friends, I mean let's grab our friend Mark. Good to see you this morning, Mark. Oh, sorry about that. No lights. Let's get it so we can see each other. That's better.
What's happening?
What's cracking, Mark? Good to see you this morning.
Am I the only one?
It looks like you are. A sleepy Friday over here.
Is it like a holiday or something?
I don't think so. It's a holiday for you. It's just you and
Yeah.
I.
And shoot, what a bonus for me. I mean, I didn't even come with any questions, so now I've got to really start thinking. So,
Hey, did you do a webinar yesterday by chance?
yes and no.
Okay.
So, and I've fixed it. I tell you what, launching, I mean, it has been hard.
In what ways?
Well, it started with Ads Manager, not knowing what the hell I was doing.
Yep.
Okay. And gosh, what's his name? Wedding guy.
Dan.
Doug?
Doug,
Dan?
excuse me, Doug.
Doug. Doug helped me get some activity into the funnel by helping me get the pixels right
Nice.
and my audience improved.
Nice. We got
Okay.
proper targeting. That's
So,
huge.
and I'm telling you, I know that Russell talks about not how, in his book anyway, books, he says, I don't know how to describe a funnel, right? I can tell you what the funnel is. I mean, it's basically your pool of customers at the top down to your final sale. I mean, that's what it is, right?
It's
The
an
means that you
intuitive
get there
step
can
by
vary.
step process that takes customers to their end goal. Yes.
Yes, yes. And knowing those metrics is so important. It's like I knew the problem was at the top. Now I had the problem a little further below. So I had about 20 people register. And I am thinking about this from a very positive perspective. I will tell you, I know it's hard, but I've been seeing all the improvements along the way. So there's still a lot of hope, in my opinion, right?
Yes.
There's a lot to be happy about. So anyway, um, basically I had a problem with my reminder emails. None of them went out. I had one person that kept the link from one of the original registration emails, and I had one person show up.
Mm.
So obviously that's a little frustrating, but on the positive side, I'm like, you know what? I got like 16 people that I can now email and go, hey, I had some tech difficulties. My next one is at such and such. Please join us. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm building that list that I own. Right.
Oh.
So I was happy about that. I mean, obviously it was a little bit of a disappointment. And so instead of doing like my full blown webinar for that one person, I turned her mic on and we just had a conversation. She turned out to not be a good fit, and that was great. But hey, we had a nice conversation, and hey, it may have, there are some fits and starts I'm dealing with, but I'm seeing the light and the progress, albeit it's slow, right?
Good.
So all good.
But as long as you can see the future,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
then next week we make sure reminder emails go out, workflow
Yeah.
is turned on and active, and show up rates increase, and then
Yeah.
boom, it's iterative processes with
Yeah.
webinars. You're right on the money, Mark.
Yeah, yeah. So, like I said, I didn't have any specific questions at this point. I know you have kept me so busy, and I know now we've got a bunch of other people, so I'll shut up here in a second. But you've been keeping me so busy getting my full course into ClickFunnels so that I can have that as an OTO. I'm like that far. It's time consuming because Jot forms, as far as getting, having quiz questions and whatnot,
Yes.
that's the time consuming part. Loading all of the content and videos, since I already have it and know where it all is, that's super easy.
Yep.
But getting all of that into Jot forms and then into ClickFunnels, that's the time consuming aspect of it. And I'm like that far from getting it in there. And I'm going to start having some questions for you on how to start building out that squeeze funnel so that it can start paying for itself, I hope.
Yes. Yeah,
And I'm
absolutely.
racing to try to get some. So I'd love tell you what I would love to. This is the question I have for you. Okay, the first section of school for me
Yeah.
is basically lessons on how to read your balance sheet.
Okay.
Okay. I know we talked a little bit about giving it away for free to start getting some people in there. Great, super. What is the advice that you have for me on the point that I should start charging?
Probably like when you have 97 people.
Oh, really? So it's a
Yeah.
it's a person count, not necessarily a content count.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I
And so
want
it's going to be okay if I drip the information out slowly then.
100% it is. Yes,
Okay.
same thing with your course, Mark. If you have module 1 of your course done, go ahead and launch it. Put it in as an upsell and drip it out as you go.
Okay.
If you have 4 modules done, that's even better, right?
Okay.
But yes, I'm a huge fan of that. And really, the whole thing before taking a community from free to paid, we want a line out the door, right?
Hmm.
You can start on paid, and if you've got good ads and a good message that people resonate with, you can start communities paid 100%. But I want a line out the door.
Right.
Trey has an amazing example of this. If you're driving down the street one night and you're looking for a club to go to, and as you drive down the street, there's 2 clubs across the street. One of them has a line down the block. One of them has only one person standing in line. Which one do you go to?
Sure. Sure. You're
And
going to
it's
go to
the
the one with the long
perceived
line.
value. Yes,
Yeah.
we follow the herd. So it's just making sure that you have a line out the door so that when people go to your community, they see, oh, wow, there's already 97 people in here. They're already doing this. Is awesome. I'm joining something that is already well established. It doesn't feel so scary. It doesn't feel like such a risk. You're just doing the thing everybody else is doing. So 97 would probably be my lowest threshold for that.
Okay.
But
Cool.
what are you planning? What's your price point that you plan for?
Well, I guess that's another question, right? I
Yeah.
mean, what should that price point be? I had planned on eventually doing like calls throughout having discussion type calls like this one, right? I mean, this
Yep.
is on school, right?
Yep.
So I wanted to do, you know, you know, once, twice, 3 times a week where I am able to connect with the community directly. Because even if they're paid people, there's still people that I may be able to bring into my core services, right?
100%.
So why not get that started as well? So I don't know. What was your original question again? I'm sorry.
What's the price point you want to make your
Oh,
community?
yeah, I don't know. I don't know I don't know what an appropriate price point would be. Well, I mean,
And that is completely dependent on the value that your community provides.
yeah,
And what's the value? Well, value
0
is the
right now. I mean, yeah,
or we can look at value as what somebody's willing to pay. Right? So like somebody might be willing to pay $100 a month. Somebody might be willing to pay $1,000 a month.
yeah.
What you want to do for your pricing model is you want to understand the value that you provide to the marketplace, and
Hmm.
then you want to give them a really good deal.
Yeah.
It feels like $27 is going to be a perfect starting point for you.
Okay.
Just from what I've heard, and it's kind of tough, right? Because we don't know the stack. We don't know the offer of the
Yeah.
community. We're still building that. So kind of hard to say, but from what I've heard and the typical things that we see, you'd build a free community until you have 97 people. Then
Okay.
you turn the community paid for $27 a month. You're going to have some churn. Some of the people that are in your community will not want to pay that. So you might drop from 97 to 77, 97 to 50, something like that. Still have a line out the door. We're totally fine. Start at 27, build from 50 to 150 or 200 at that $27 price point. And you increase price again. You might
Okay.
go to $47 or $57. Have a little bit of churn, retain most of your people because your community is great and it's a valuable resource for people. And
Yeah.
then we're just going to continue to stair step until you might get up to like a $97 a month. You might even get to like a $197 a month. By that time, though, I imagine things are kind of changing and your business and value ladder will have grown tremendously and there'll be another strategic move down the line there.
So how do you do a value or a stack for a community like this?
Yeah, so what you're going to get, What you're going to get
Okay.
inside the community is my full training course showing you how to decipher your profit and loss statements.
Yeah.
You're going to get 2x weekly coaching calls. I go live for an hour twice a week to
Okay.
help you implement the things that you're learning. You're going to get checklists.
Got it. Got it.
you're
Got
going to
it.
get a specific AI that you can upload your documents to, and it's going to help you decipher and make your right data-driven decisions. That's
Okay.
your community stack. Everything's a stack.
All right.
Everything's an offer.
Got it.
Nice.
So you were talking about my course. I've got 4 out of my 5 modules already in ClickFunnels. So you're
Send it.
saying I should go ahead and go and just drip it out? So
Ship
how
it.
does that work logistically? I mean, what do I do to set it up to drip like that?
Well, you could set up an entire drip. Let me just get to mine. I'll show you. You could set up like a scheduled drip, or you just do it manually. Let me see.
And is that drip dependent on like when people sign up? You would get module 1 first week and so on and so forth, or how does that work?
You could set that up where somebody opts in or buys, and you set up a drip schedule of, hey, week 1 you're gonna get module 1 unlocked.
Hmm.
Week 2, module 2 unlocks. When you go to create a course, we actually have a drip course as a type of course. But even if you didn't make a drip course, we can still add the dripping to it. I don't think you need to though, Mark.
Okay.
I don't, like, how many times do you the only reason really to drip a course is to try and keep retention and to try and decrease churn. I don't
Okay.
even think you need to start there, because
All
when
right.
courses are done right, churn and retention are already at a minimal.
Okay.
Like, you see a lot of people drip content out in school communities.
Yeah.
There's like the kid that won school games a couple months ago. He drips out his content, but it's only to try and decrease churn. He drips
Hmm.
out his content so that he retains people in his course for the entire 6 months, and that keeps them making the payments.
Okay.
Don't start there. What you want to do is, let me see.
I'll be real quick, right back.
Sure. And we have this. Okay, great. I got it set up.
I think my furry friends saw a squirrel, so they were driving me crazy.
Totally fair. Okay, so here we go. I got a course. In this course, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 modules. Just like yours, you have 4
Yeah.
modules. They're published, and all the content inside is published. So
Yeah.
if you go to a module, like you make a new module and hit that drop down, you can choose drip. And then when you choose drip, you get to say how many days until we drip the access, right? So you could make the drip. It's just so unnecessary. I would like you to just start and publish what you have. Then come in here,
Okay.
add your new module. Do the thing, add the module, make the lessons, do the whole thing. And then when it's ready, just launch it. And then send out a broadcast email to all the participants. Hey, Module 6 is live and ready. The entire course is here. Have you started? Right? Just get them back in there. Literally, just launch the whole thing. It's the best starting point. It's the easiest and fastest starting point. And then we'll have data, and you can see, like, oh man, well, people are buying my course, and then they're churning out in month 2. And if it's like, oh wow, I'm seeing a lot of people do that, okay, then we'll throw a drip on. But
Okay.
we probably won't even see that. We'll probably see most people buy my course and they stay for an average of 6 to 8 months, just like every other course out there in the world, and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. 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 Well, next week then I'll pick your brain a little more about logistically getting that into the funnel correctly. So right now I'm just using the simple 2-page funnel, and really what I've been doing is I've just been blasting it out, not blasting it, but I've been dropping a post into like some of the business groups that we're associated with,
Yeah.
and putting that like as the link as the first comment in the post,
Yep.
and just taking it from there. So at some point, I'll probably start doing a little bit of advertising on that, and we'll see where it goes. And oh, so I guess here's the other question, because I made it live.
Mm-hmm.
So while I'm working on it to get the OTO in there and the upsell and the downsell and all of that stuff,
Hmm.
right? Should I create a duplicate so that I'm not messing up what's already there, or should I just leave the adjust the existing funnel and just let it go as it is? You
Make a
know, what I mean?
make a duplicate of what?
Of this, like the squeeze funnel, right? Of the squeeze, because right now what we did was we took the OTO pages
Hmm.
kind of out of the way,
Yep.
right? And so it's the
So it
it's the
goes opt
squeeze
in to
page
thank
and the
you.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I probably just said that very poorly.
No, you're perfect.
So while I'm working on the OTO and getting all that into the funnel, should I create a copy so the link that I'm using for advertising purposes is working the way that it should? Or yeah,
Technically speaking, now that your pixel is all set up, Facebook will be able to see the steps in the funnel. So technically speaking, they once products are
I'd need new
attached.
pixels. Yeah.
Yes. So technically, once your products are attached, they will see that there's products being sold in the steps, and it
Hmm.
could increase your ad cost.
Got it. I can see the advantage there. So you just go ahead and suck it up with whatever errors might come along the way in the short term. Because of the connection between ads manager, you need to maintain that. I got it. That makes perfect sense, and I'm super happy that I asked that question. So,
And when you say you got it, you mean you got it that just keep running this same funnel, don't run duplicates, just
right.
keep running it to the same exact funnel right now. You're training your Facebook pixel, which is so good. You don't want to
Yeah.
change the funnels and change then the pixel's restarting. So
How long does it
yes.
usually take for an ad to get out of learning phase?
It's not a time frame, it's a visits thing. So,
Okay.
so you know, like on the ecom side, Trey's really shown us that Facebook, to get out of learning, Facebook wants to see on the ecom side of things, Facebook wants to see $150 a day budget because that's going to get you 50 conversions in 7 days. So it's
Okay.
really more about how many customers and how many conversions we can get as quickly as possible. Because once we're out of learning phase, that like takes the borders off the Pixel and Facebook, and it's just advertising like crazy.
Okay. Got it. All right.
Nice.
Well, good deal. Thanks a lot for all of that. I appreciate that.
Always a pleasure, Mark. Always a pleasure. Great to have everybody else with us today. It's always a pleasure to have you here. It's 11:20, so we have 40 more minutes of open borders coaching today. You can ask me any question on anything and any track in the challenge. Ecom, expert, how to be an entrepreneur. You can ask me any questions right now. In 40 minutes, it'll be 12 o'clock, and from 12 to 1, we're going to have our expert-specific portion of the call, where expert questions only. Everything and anything one-to-many presentations. So if you guys have a question, just feel free to raise your hand. That just lets me know you have a question, something you would like to talk about. We're going to hop over to Margaret. After that, we'll take whichever hand is up next. Great to see you, Margaret. What are we working on today? You take your time. If you're sending a text, you're fine. Take your time. Send that text. Cool. While Margaret actually does that, let me take this moment. I'm going to step away for just a second. I'll be right back with you guys, and we'll keep this rocking and rolling. Okay, thank you. Good to see you, Margaret.
Good to see you too, Dante. Been trying to get on this week. It's just been one of those weeks. Uh,
Happens.
yes, yes. So I have a couple of questions for you. The affiliates links.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering because I was going to use a link for I told you about that $9,997 deal.
Yeah.
And I wanted to use an affiliate link. And so when I tested it out, and maybe this is just my novelty in learning, ClickFunnels. So it goes to, even though they have the two products that we have, it automatically goes to the lead magnet page. Is there a way for it to go to, like we did the growth, the special coaching growth package, and I
Yeah.
just wanted them to be able to go to that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We should be able to choose that page. Can you share your screen? Yeah,
Yes.
let's go right into your account. You're good to go.
Right, I'm going to jump out of this page because I'm going to just for uh, clarity or understanding, I'm going to be changing this, customizing it as customers come in for their specific thing with grant readiness and all of that. I'm going to use this as a still be 9,097
Mm-hmm.
probably, but I want to like duplicate it because it's really easy for me to just change what I'm doing right here.
Exactly. Yes.
And
And and
so,
and you're saying this is your page, not the affiliates don't get this. You get this for the things that you're doing.
well, I will let affiliates, yes.
That's perfect. Yes, that's
Yes,
perfect.
because they can bring people in and says, hey, we can do some, customized work. So this is all about customization, right?
Okay.
And so I wanted my affiliate link to go to this page and it went to for Martin. So I didn't use that. I'm just gonna when the client purchases, I'm just gonna do it through our QuickBooks and stuff like that. But
Great.
I'd like to see how we do it here. So I'll go back to the affiliate center.
Great.
So walk me through what I need to do. So I was
Well,
going to use
first
this
off,
guy
we need to go to our commissionable products on the left-hand side.
right here, commission plans,
Commissionable products just below.
commissional pro. Yep, yep, see it. Okay,
Okay. One of these is the product, correct?
right. It's this one right here.
Great. Click that name. Okay, scroll me down. Okay, keep going. Sure, sure, keep going. Okay, 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 fine. Okay, let's go back to your affiliate center on the left. And let's go to our campaigns. Okay, click that campaign for me. Okay, so here is this is it, right?
No, I don't have the growth surge actually in the campaign. So maybe that's
Okay,
it.
so that's the answer. We just so cool. You can just stay right here for me. You just make a new campaign. As an affiliate, as one of your affiliates, they'll have multiple campaigns to promote. Just like in ClickFunnels, you can promote the one funnel away challenge. You can sell the books, you can promote selling online, right? Those are all their own campaigns. And inside the campaign, here is where you choose what funnel they get sent to.
Okay, that's this one right here, special
Yeah, there
coaching and
you
growth offer.
go. So just go make the new campaign and then you can choose the funnel. And every time somebody shares their link for that campaign, they will go to that funnel that you choose there.
Okay, so is it okay that the on the affiliates page it's called I think we just called it um growth surge or something like that. Do the names have to match exactly? I guess is what I'm getting at.
Well, not technically, no, because a lot of the stuff your affiliates see is just in the back end.
Okay.
The customer of the affiliate never sees that. The customer of the affiliate just sees the page that you build and you're sending them to. So you want that page to be very concise and everything to be clear and the same. But if you're saying different things in the back end to your affiliate, that's okay.
Okay. So I go back and all I do is create the campaign here
That's right.
and just
And
do
just,
whatever I did here.
yep, edit, just click the campaign, go into it, choose the right funnel for that campaign.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So I'll do that. Perfect.
Nice.
And then I should be able to see when we tested the link, we should, what are the choices or something like that that the customer will see when they go to
Ah,
that affiliate link?
well, when a customer goes to their affiliate center, they will be able to see the campaigns that they are able to promote. So that you have to make it a campaign, and then they can go and they can choose their campaign they want to promote, and they get the specific link for that campaign. Like, again, in ClickFunnels terms, if you want to promote the One Funnel Away challenge, that's a specific link that as an affiliate
Okay.
I share with customers. If I want to promote .com secrets, that's a new link. It's a new
Okay.
affiliate link that I would share with my customers.
Okay. So since Martin has two plans, he just has one affiliate link, and that's why I went to the Grant Readiness Framework.
Correct.
Okay. And so because there were no choices out there because I didn't have a second campaign. So they could
Correct.
have like 10 different affiliate links. If
Yes,
you,
absolutely.
okay, okay, got it.
Absolutely, Margaret.
Got it, got it, got it. Did
Nice.
not, that clicks now. Now I
And
got
it's so valuable for your affiliates because now they can have different campaigns running for different affiliate links. They can have a
right.
whole campaign for the $9,000 product. They can have a whole nother campaign for maybe your $2,000 product. And you can even, let's say you wrote a book and you have a book that sells for $19.97. You can make that commissionable and they can have 3 campaigns running promoting different products.
Right. Okay, got it, got it, got it. Okay, got it, got it. So
Nice.
perfect on that. My next question is, all right, the cohort that I've been doing the trainings in.
Mhm.
The first part of the cohort was for early stage nonprofit organizations.
Cool.
Today, this evening, is the final session for them. It's hands-on. This is where I'm going to do my pitch. And I was really supposed to do my pitch, I think, last week, but I'd rather do it this week because we had some like Mark, technical problems. People had different links and which anyway. So everyone will be on tonight, which is fine. What
Great.
I'm thinking, because I haven't come up with something yet, and I'm kind of averse to doing too much coaching because I'm already maxed out on time. Not that I don't enjoy it, I do enjoy it, but I'm trying to mitigate as much as possible. Now, these are early stage nonprofits, so they likely because they're just starting may not have a whole lot of high dollar money, and so because they're already investing, trying to get things structured and set up. I'm thinking on my growth surge page to kind of, I'm not sure what to offer them just yet. I have to come up with something tonight and then by tonight and then provide a link. But I'm thinking probably still giving them some coaching because they're going to need it. But maybe it's based on what they've been learning and just kind of helping them fine tune the homework and all of the stuff that I've given them. But I guess what I'm asking is if we look at the growth surge funnel, what are some ideas that, may pop in your head that could help me give them something that's of value? Because if I charge them like, I'm thinking, maybe 497, 997, 997 might be out of reach for some of them, but I'm willing to take that risk because even though there's 13 people in the course.
Mhm.
I think when we started, the some of the funders were came in to just kind of check things out, but I'm okay with maybe doing a 997 that, you know, 10xing that and says, hey, this is usually, this amount based on whatever the numbers are. But, if we can look at this, what I did in this coaching program is that I actually gave the client 6 months of I'm meeting with them every month for an hour and a half. but for $9,000, 997. I mean, and I know these guys, I've been working with them forever. So, but I would like to utilize this and then give a link to create a link for the organization that actually brought me in and give them 30%. So they're excited about that. What they're doing, what I'm not all excited about, is that because they have ability, they sent out a message yesterday and says, "Hey, if you want to put together," I guess it's a compliment. If you want to put together a grant readiness group here at, CoBiz, and you want to lead it up, someone will have to lead it up. And I'm like, oh, okay, so you're gonna piggyback off of my grant readiness course to bring people into because they rent space and stuff like that as well. So I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, so doing a group, they don't have the expertise. They have no expertise in any one of them leading, right? So I'm like, okay, so I'm not going to step on that, but I'd like to.
And you should stay disassociated from that because, like we talked about earlier, you're giving them so much more leverage than they previously had. Now they have a way to make offers. Now they have a way to drive traffic. And they're obviously very quickly seeing, oh, wow, we have people joining in. We should make a community to nurture them and keep them in here so we can ascend them. Communities are not easy to run,
Yeah,
communities take effort and expertise. And if
yes.
they're just running a community and they're like, hey, does anybody want to be the leader of this? It's probably not going to work out in the long run.
Right, right, right. I don't think so because it's like the blind leading the blind. You
Yes.
all just learned everything that I gave you, and you still have questions that I have to
Yes.
answer for you. So today's a hands-on session for them to get all of their questions out and stuff like that for an hour and a half.
Hmm.
So, but I think if I offered them like in this case, they're getting 40 plus hours of coaching. I'm not going to do that. There's just not worth my time to do it.
Hmm.
But I could give them a small amount of time somewhere, creating a package for them. I'm not going to give them any management, no leadership, none of that stuff that I'm giving this client. But I'm thinking something that would be worth 997 that would make sense that is not a VIP group or anything like that because they ran on my we talked about that before we were going to do something like that but now I can't do it.
Right. We're trying to buy you back more time, not sell what little time you came in with. I understand you completely. So first thing I thought of was a summit. I wonder you have a lot of assets. So
Mhm.
like I think a summit. Maybe you have previous recordings of interviews you've done with leaders or people who have implemented the things really well and had great success. Maybe you just have like you either have the asset or you create the asset, but it'd be like three speakers who have done really well implementing these frameworks and they're just kind of talking about what they did along the way. Here's some hurdles that I hit. Here's how I got over those hurdles. Here's this one really big hurdle that I had to get really creative about. And it challenged my way of thinking and I got really creative and I thought outside the box and I got over this hurdle this way and I'm so glad I did because it got me here. Maybe you just have three or four of those interviews that you package together. You make it into one video, and now you're just giving people like a summit. Hey, 497. Watch these big players. Watch these three big players and two of my top students share their exact stories and their exact step by steps. So that might be a nice way for you to just make a video and sell the video. Another thing
I
is
got a
maybe
question. Let me jump in right quick. I got a
sure.
question. So I've been on radio. We're going into our 15th season. I
Uh-huh.
have so much content,
Uh-huh.
so much crazy content because it's not all video, right? I do well. Sometimes when I do a show, I'll do this. I'll record it via Zoom just because it's fun. Sometimes I do that.
Sure.
But couldn't I do for the 497, couldn't I just package like radio interviews? Like I'm thinking of a couple of folks that are my clients that I've taken them through and they're just kind of giving their testimonial on how I work the framework.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely, Margaret. Absolutely.
That'll
That's taking sawdust and turning it into a product. And then maybe at the end of that, maybe you add a little 1 hour video of yourself or a 30-minute video of yourself, maybe just tying it all together. Like, so gang, after you listen to those, after you heard that, there's three big things that should be like flashing lights in Vegas at you right now, in case you didn't pick them up. Here's thing number one. Here's thing number two. Here's thing number three. Now, I want to give you a little extra. Let's implement on those things right now so you can see how we should be thinking and acting. And then maybe you just do like a little 30-minute walkthrough, or maybe for 30 minutes you go over a couple sheets and like how you did that. Maybe just a little bit of implementation on the back end of that.
okay.
But
Okay.
but maybe you don't need it, right? Maybe it just depends on like, can you just take those past radio shows, put them together, and it be an amazing resource that shows people the transformation and gives them what they need to do the thing? If that's the case, then amazing, fantastic. If it's not, if you're looking, because we're business owners, right? We sell good products. We make irresistible offers that actually help people. So if it's fantastic but not amazing, then you would just make a little video that you tack onto the end of it that turns it from great to amazing.
Okay. So I don't think I would have to create a video, but I like the idea of maybe doing a sandwich like an opening and a closing kind of thing,
Yep.
in between, in and out. But because I took down the Udemy course, I did a lot of step by step. This is how you do it. I mean, I went through like 15 different grants line by line because I'm a line by line anal kind of this is what you look at. And so I could probably take those that would be really relevant to nonprofit organizations and maybe just look through the content and just give them those, package them and just upload the videos here and they can, yeah, do that whole thing.
Yes, Margaret. Yes. Absolutely yes. And then charge a premium for it. Charge $4.97. Your Udemy course was cheap back in the day, wasn't it?
Yes, it was like $97.
And I remember you telling me like, this course, it's crazy how much I put in here. It's incredible.
Right, right, right. We have one of the highest ranking courses on Udemy. So
Right.
for grant
So,
readiness, yeah.
yes, if you can pull a couple pieces out of that course and put them together, then just make it into a new course and then sell that course to the people for $4.97. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I like that. I like utilizing what you already have. What do you have to sell? Kind
Yes.
of kind of like a digital yard sale.
Because you know where the people are, you know what information they have, and you know the next step for them to take. So you either sell the next step to them, which sounds like in this case, the next step is not, they're not ready for that yet. Is,
Right. So they're still kind of putting together their readiness. A little bit of what they're going to learn today is like line by line, how to really read and respond and go line by line. But yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, okay. So then we have one or two choices. We either give them the next step, or we give them another product that will enhance the step that they're currently on. So, like another course where they can
Right.
enhance, get faster results, get better guidance, right? 100% you can do that.
Right. What do you think about? I was just thinking, if I added and I would be willing to do like an hour and a half, 2 hour group coaching as part of the package inside it would be done on a certain day. They'd all have to come at the same time to just come with your questions, bring your grant and let's go through like how, and everyone loves this because this is easy. This is like, you get more information out, even though there's 8 people on the call. I'm like, but still, that's you know, 8 hours or 16 hours if you were doing it one-on-one, right?
Yes.
So that's what I want to get back. And since they can do their group thing, but do a VIP coaching session, group coaching session for them to but you have to bring your grant to the table. You have whatever you're working on, that has to bring that to the table, and that's what we'll discuss and talk about in them getting their questions out there.
Yeah, exactly. But gang, if your grant's not ready, this is still for you. A rising tide raises all ships. Just by you leveraging the questions that your colleagues are having in this session, you're going to learn more and you're going to fast track the success that you want to have.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I
Now
got
you're
it.
thinking. And
Yeah.
now we can even increase that price point, right? Maybe you still want to rip some old Udemy stuff and you still want to put together a nice micro course tailored specifically for them, maybe 3 modules, right? I'm not trying to blow out your time. I'm not trying to put another 72 hours of trainings that you have to watch. I just want this to be a fast way for you to implement and get results. On top of that, I'm also going to add in a 2-hour bonus coaching session, and you hit them with that. This session is going to be where you bring your grant, you bring your problems. I'm going to help you live in the moment, and this is great too. If you don't have your grant, this is still great for you. Because if you ever joined any sort of coaching programs that were of any sort of value, then you learn just as much from your colleagues as you did from your own questions. And then boom,
Right.
there's the offer.
Right. And we have financing. So if they need financing, they can, I mean, I wouldn't finance something so low, but sometimes when you're starting out, you pay a little bit more for learning than, whatever you're trying to do. Because if I bump it up to 997, I want to be able to um provide that option and maybe generate a couple of more folks coming into the program that would be sitting on the fence type of
Absolutely.
thing. Okay.
And also, as you're preparing this, don't forget about the opportunity cost. The opportunity cost is like, what's it going to cost me not to do this? And it'd
Right.
be probably great to have like some financials. So like if you don't do this, and if you're in a place where you don't know exactly what to do, and you still feel like you need a little bit of help, and you still have some questions on the horizon, that those questions might stop you from doing the thing. If that's you, um, then talk about the opportunity cost. What's it going to cost you to not do this?
Right.
What's it going to cost you to try and do this on your own? It's going to
Right.
cost you
Right.
your time. This takes people typically 4 to 6 months in doing it on their own and having
Right.
hurdles come up and trying to figure out solutions over those hurdles. So you're going to have a massive waste of time, but also finances. You are taking your time to do these things. And what's your time worth? Or maybe you're paying an employee to do these things for you, but without having the right guidance, without having the right step-by-steps and the right actual checklist for them to do, well, now your employee is taking 3 times, 4 times, 5 times as long to get these tasks done, and they're not doing their other tasks, and you're paying for all this to happen. So what's
Right.
the cost? What's the opportunity cost for you not to do the
Right.
thing
That's a
today?
good, yeah, that's good. I like that because you're going to spend something regardless when it comes to your opportunity cost. You're either going to do this or this, and what does that mean? What
You either
value when you get out of that? Right. Right. I get it. I get
you
it.
either have a lot of time or a lot of money,
Right.
and either way, you're spending one of
You're
those here.
spending, yes, yes, you're spending money for sure.
Yep,
And so you might as well invest in your business and moving it forward. Okay,
absolutely.
so I like this. I can certainly put something together that we can offer them and send out, talk about it tonight. Because obviously I won't have it all put together tonight, but we can definitely get it
But you
together.
don't have to, right?
Right.
Just like I was talking earlier with Mark, you don't have to have it all put together. All you need is the offer. I've watched Russell do this for a decade, Margaret. An absolute decade. It is so cool. And it's how we should play the game. There are so many times Russell goes up on stage and like he has an event, and for 6 months he'll have the event. Like he has an event. We all know about it. And you talked to him before, maybe a week before. So what's the pitch? What's the offer? I don't know yet. I got a couple things I'm working on. I got a couple I haven't locked in on anything. All right, cool. It's all good. You'll figure it out 3 days later. 3 days before the event. Russell, what's the pitch? What are we going to sell? I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. And there's so many times that Russell puts his offer together at the day of the event, in the back room, in the green room. Literally.
Right.
But that's all we need. I just need the stack. I just need the offer. I just need to be able to show people, here's what you're going to get. I don't need to have any of it ready. Like, And especially when doing things like this, none of it's ever ready. No, rarely do we buy a thing and somebody's like, "Okay, great. Here's access to everything right away." And I'm talking launches. Sorry. Like you're launching right now. This is a new thing you're making, a new product you're adding to your business portfolio. Most times they're not done. And you don't have to have it done. Just have the offer, the thing, the sexy thing that you can display out to customers. They buy, and then you start fulfilling. Then you start building the things. I bet a big hurdle that is in your mind and probably everybody's mind is like, wait a minute. Well, we need the course, right? I'm telling them I'm going to take my Udemy stuff, I'm going to transform it, and I'm going to make it perfect for this customer in this flow. Oh, I need that thing. Yeah, next week, next Wednesday, next Tuesday. You don't need it today. You could even do it 2 weeks down the line.
Right.
Yes.
Perfect. Yes. And that takes some pressure off of all of
Good.
us.
Good.
So thank you
As
for
it
that.
should. Amazing.
Okay, perfect. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. Thank you.
All right. Awesome, Margaret. Great questions. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Killing it.
Yes, I'm trying. I'm trying.
You're not trying. You're doing. It's amazing. All right. Ooh, Vladimir's got a hand up. Great. What's going on, Vladimir?
Oh, hello, my friend. Hello. Hold
Hello.
on. I am like octopus, man. It's 1 second. 1 second. I'm sorry.
You're good. Take your time.
Okay.
Take your time. You're fine.
Here is the question. I'm looking at the buyback machine with the upsells.
Oh yeah.
And I just wanna. I know there's a way for me to like copy a specific like a page and then plug it into another funnel.
Yes.
So I just wanna do that and set it up. So and then I'll start changing the the information. So let me share the screen and maybe like you can
That'd be
just
great.
show me that real quick. Okay. So I corrected this. I also looked at the official instructions for the fonts. So I corrected that as well as the colors. What do you think about, hold on, let me expand this. What do you think about, so this is like a bronze. What do you think about this, bud?
Much better.
Okay.
Much
Yeah,
better.
that should be let me save it.
Much
Because
better.
these are official colors and I still kind of wanted them to be different.
Yep.
See?
Much better. Yep. I can see all that clear. Easy.
Excellent. And then the on the I haven't done the mobile version yet, so I gotta fix that. But when it comes to the font, the size of the font, I know that we were talking that you guys sometimes use specific size for the visibility. Any like a size number that you would recommend?
For the fonts?
Yeah. Like body.
Not really, honestly. It varies so much because it varies depending on how many words are in the headline. If the headline has a lot of words and takes up a lot of space, I'd be making the font smaller. So it's still big, but my words aren't so large. If I have like a five word, headline, I'd make that way bigger because there's not as much space.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's kind of case by case.
Gotcha. All right, I'll kill this. So here is the buyback with all the pop-ups and things like that. And this is so there's a 2 and 3 step order form, and then this is basically I gotta figure out these two.
Nice.
What kind of reoccurring, but I would like to.
Well, in buyback, in the Buy More machine, Trey gives you access to the people that he uses for that rewards program. That'll be in your training. There's a way for you to get and
I haven't, I take full responsibility. Never really completed like the entire video. right? Like,
Fair, as I'm sure you haven't. Totally fair. You're just trying to move and get success. But it
exactly.
is in the training. There's a way you get plugged right into Trey's program. There's a whole system. You're going to email them. They're going to bring you right in, and you can just plug it into your upsell.
Fantastic. And that's those perks, right? Like
That's
the
the perks. Yep.
Starbucks and so on and so forth.
That's right.
Excellent.
You spend 15 a month and you get 50 back. Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm still puzzled how that works. Like that somebody gets $15, 50 for 15. I mean, that's like, why isn't everybody in that? They forget? Like what's the math behind? Like what's the like is there something that these companies and I'm talking they're all legit, like Starbucks and things like that.
Yeah.
Is there a way, let's say, that people maybe like forget to claim it and then more forget than not? Like, I mean, I don't know the math. I just, in case somebody asks me like, hey, how's this gonna work out? I pay you $15, but then I get 50 back.
Yeah.
Like the arbitrage is in my favor, like by a lot. So
because it's a rewards program. And Starbucks wants you, when you look at the rewards, Starbucks wants the branding. It's advertising for them, basically. These companies give you free money so they can advertise to you. Because Starbucks wants you to see Starbucks on that list. They want you to see their brand. And then they want you to claim that $50 Starbucks rewards card because it's going to get you going back into Starbucks, buying Starbucks products, being a Starbucks customer. There is an entire economy behind this whole rewards business. There are deals between the providers and like the companies like the Starbucks and the hosts themselves. And remember, for Starbucks, $50 a product basically costs them $15. So there is a whole entire
that's true. Yeah.
There's a whole
I
entire economy on the back end.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's great to know.
It is. And everybody doesn't do it just because everybody doesn't know about it.
Yeah. I'm thinking and I am so like bum like with deliverables lately that I haven't had a chance to look at the entire program, but the program that like the Trey is running, I guess maybe in yourself, that's a separate program, right? Like that's like a program on its own. Okay.
Correct. That's the Buy More machine, and it is a standalone program. Buy More machine was technically made for Shopify store owners. I think you've heard all the math on this and you know how that game goes, but only 1% of Shopify store owners are successful. The rest of them are failing miserably. So this is built for Shopify store owners so that they could take their flagship winning products and put it into a funnel, where they could now start sending traffic to funnels instead of sending traffic to their Shopify store, which is a failing recipe. It is specifically tailored to Shopify store owners who have winning products. Okay. Having said that, you have taken OFA, you learned all the things that those Shopify store owners have learned, and you have your own store. So it still works beautifully for you too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And look, I mean, when it comes to me and the challenges that I face, at a specific moment sometimes is basically just the technical details, like how do we how do tools wise, like what kind of like what do I have in my tool shed to just quickly get it done instead of kind of knowing, okay, I know the strategy, but okay, how do we make this happen actually? Like, and when it comes to how, now what, this is sometimes that is like in this particular case that I end up like hitting a roadblock, and quite often that happens on Friday night, and then Saturday and Sunday is just dead. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, how do I really wish that the at least like the ClickFunnels, some sort of a client support is there on the weekends as well, like, because I get most of my questions at that time somehow miraculously, like I'm good during the week, everything is clear, and then this thing ends up like I end up hitting a problem on the week over the weekend, and then by the time Monday comes, like I got who knows what going on. So with that being said, how do I plug? How do I just take these couple of these couple of
Yep.
things and plug it into my funnel, like in
Let's
general or
do
any
it.
funnel? Mhm.
Yes, let's do it. At the very top, go to your settings.
We are talking about these. Okay.
Okay, I don't think it'll click your body really quick. No, no, no. That's not going to be it. Okay, go to your layout at the top. I don't think that's going to be it either. Can you go to info? How do we save the whole page? This has actually miffed me for a while. Can you exit the editor top left?
Yeah.
Okay, scroll me down to that page.
Okay, there's one thing I don't. These two seem to be the same. I don't know if I ended up because I see like I made some adjustments to this one. I don't know if I just copied it. Um,
Oh, I don't know. I think you should only have that second page. I think the
yeah,
first page is unnecessary.
yeah. Let me remove it immediate. I don't even know how
If you
to.
want to remove the step, click your three dots. I don't remove it, just drag it down to the very bottom. Let's hide it until we're sure that you don't want that page. Yep,
Uh, sorry.
that's okay. There's Moss. Here comes upgrade, order confirmations. Yep, confirmation and keep going down. Yep. Bingo. Perfect.
Do you
So it's essentially hidden. Everything behind your confirmation pages, you don't have any buttons on your confirmation pages to take them to that next step. So now it's essentially hidden for you.
Gotcha.
So go to your top page now and click your three dots on that page. Actually, those three dots.
Oh,
Can you go to settings? Man, I always have the hardest time with this. Okay, close this down. Enter the editor for that top page. Yes.
remember I'm on this page.
Oh, you want that page? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no,
Yeah,
these two, yeah, these two, since it's a free, well, in like I have today, I gotta build another one, the one for the flask as well, or not build it at all, like right, like in because I have this wedding event tomorrow, so that's why I kind of like was trying to learn whether I how I start plugging in these pages because I assume that the principle would be the same, the mechanics, right?
It will. And it finally just came back to me. You don't have to save pages as templates, they're already done. So let's go to the funnel that you want to add this Moss step to.
Let's use this one.
Great. Let's exit the editor.
Oh, is that no?
No, you were right. Click your hamburger and then top left, the little exit arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. Okay, let's just go add a step. So after your order form, click the little gray circle. Let's add. You're perfect. Yep, you're perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Add a page. Now, top left, my funnel pages. Search Moss. It looks like it's going to be this one as the original. All those are copies, and that looks like the right page. Absolutely. Just click your Moss. Choose. Yes, 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 absolutely. Uh-huh.
Okay, so somebody buys a box. Here is three more. Within this, I believe there is, okay, you don't want three, would you maybe like just one?
Yes.
That's
Yes, that's
cool.
already built into your exit pop on that Moss page.
Cool. And from here, I can multiply, I can duplicate this page,
Yes, you can. And how
meaning
do you
that
do that? How would you duplicate the Moss page? Yes.
phone, right?
Yes, perfect.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
And then like for your own I want to say back end, but that's not right. For your own records, I'd say we probably want to change the name of this because you're about to go change the design. You're going to go change maybe some layout or a little, it's going to change. So
Correct.
let's go to your settings here.
Yeah,
And let's name this Moss more of the same. Put Baron of Havana, maybe BOH if you're using short form. Put it before or after. Yeah, so you can do BOH, Moss, more of the same.
so right here, do I have to change this?
We definitely want to change that. That's the page path.
Mm-hmm.
So we might want to make that like 20% off, or we don't, something like that. Something sexy and on par with what we're giving our customers right there.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
It could just be grab more. Grab dash more.
Grab.
Lovely.
Yeah, or a discount or something like that. Yeah,
Right. Like if you're saying on this page, grab more for an extra 10% off, an extra 20% off, I would put that discount number in there. Yeah.
Yeah, like I know where to go, and I'll change this myself.
Yes, you can redo it at any time. Yes.
Beautiful. Like I will submit this. Now, since this is a live funnel, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna park this here for now until it's done, and then I'll bring it back.
So good. Yes, sir. Uh-oh, he's getting dangerous.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting so dangerous that the first when I built this and I did a test transaction with $1, and brother, I forgot to change that $1, and I had people buying at $1. I mean, it was luckily it was just one guy, but then I called him. I was just like, listen, bro, I can refund you, but this is obviously a mistake. I don't know how it happened.
And he was cool with it.
Yeah, it was cool. He just bought another one. He says, "Hey, man, you want me to just go out and buy another one?" Yeah, man, please do. And he did it. But no, I will go and I will use this. So more. So it's the name of the page that I will be plugging in. Now how about a traditional upsell? This is more of the same as an upsell, right? Like, but let's say for the flask, if I want to go and charge for the packaging, flask being free, put the shipping information, pay $9.95 for shipping. We'll figure out the personalization thing, like where to go and how to go. But then if it's okay, here is a, would you like a packaging with it to like kind of make it a real product instead of just like a tester?
Yep.
Then how would I be, in theory, I can use that same page, right? Because upsell is an upsell, right? Like,
yes, it's still your order form. So you would be putting two products on the order form itself. They can choose to have two products on the order form. They can choose to buy just the flask and they get the flask for free, just pay shipping, or product number 2 is flask plus packaging. And then maybe you position that as if you get the flask plus packaging, free shipping. But you're of course building the shipping charge into the product.
Yes.
Or you might, Vladimir, you might just run the flask as your product and then make the bump premium packaging. Because remember, on order forms, I can have my flagship products.
Mhm.
Somebody has to buy a product itself. They can't just buy a bump. They have to buy the product I'm selling. Bumps are additive products we get to add into the order form.
Mhm.
And that would probably be a cleaner, simpler, more funnel way of doing it, more one-track mind. Hey, do you want this flask free plus shipping? They get the flask. The bump is down below. Do you want to add premium packaging to this?
And the
And
bump would be on the same page.
on the same page, it's right on the order form. It's just below where they choose the main product. Yes.
Yeah. And how would so you see, like, I mean, I got so many things like with respect to execution and then the layout and a copy of that page itself. So it doesn't look cheesy. Like I can't just say, oh, here's a free flask, because people will be like, why would you be giving free flask away? Right.
Yeah.
So I gotta kind of like make it sexy, but then there is a bump. In the
Mhm.
bump, so is there a page, and I can create a separate, like, is there a funnel, like a product plus a bump? And how would that bump be displayed at all? Like, I guess if there's a template of a product plus a bump, like then I could know.
Yeah.
But I like the bump. I like the bump because it is a bump technically. It's not, it's not a upsell. Like, why would I be upsell a packaging? Like, it's like, hey, get this with a little funnel and a nice packaging.
Yeah, so that's a great question. Why would I upsell packaging? Most products, like most luxury premium products, include fantastic packaging with their products. Like all Apple products always come in fantastic packaging. So it's a great tactical question, and it may not be the best.
Yeah.
It may be best to just sell the product and have another product as the product with packaging. It might not work out to be as a bump in this case.
Yeah, like my point here is that, remember, in this particular case, in this particular setting, right, like where I am displaying the what we do, primarily the cigars being a primary target, primary focus. The flask is, hey, like, just because you're here and we're talking, and here is a little incentive. Would you like a free flask? We're doing a free flask. We're just doing a flask giveaway. Is more to be framed as a let's just connect, right? And here is the, obviously just, pay for the shipping, and and then that's the least you can do. I'll show them the flask. I'll say, I can't, I'm not gonna give you this one because I only have one, and we do whatever. I can come up with some kind of credible story to explain why the flask is not being given on the spot since it's free.
Yeah.
But I can frame it that way. But you see, like, I don't think that when I do intend to start running ads, paid ads to this funnel, I have to obviously structure it differently, meaning that the actual ad in a copy of the ad has to make sense. I'm not just gonna go out there and say, hey, here is a free flask, because people will be like, why would you, this is like,
but that's easy framing that you're going to play with in your ads, right? Our members' favorite product of 2025. Out of all of 2025 and all of our amazing products, we actually found out that our members' favorite product was our flagship flask. So we want to share it with you today completely for free. Never go to the golf course, never go to the tennis match, never go to your mother-in-law's house unprepared.
Yeah. No, that's yeah, I mean, I love these ideas, right? Like, because I was thinking, okay, I'm going to run an ad. It's going to be the free flask is the end result plus shipping, but then how do I frame the actual ad? Like, but you kind of like now gave me a couple of good at least pointers where I can the direction in which to go. So to come back to the bump, right?
Oh yeah, I do have an example. I'm going to take your screen share really quick.
Please do.
Let me show you exactly what this looks like. So here's .comsecrets.com. If you guys don't have this, oh my goodness, we need to change that immediately. Get Russell's book. It's free.
I have
$9.
I have 2 copies of that book,
There you go.
and I have the digital.
Good. Okay, my man. It's still the Bible of digital sales. It's still the Bible of funnels, gang. So here's how it works. Here's his flagship. I went through step 1 on the order form just to make it a little faster. Step 1 is just my personal information, right? Then they come here. Here's my flagship product. All this entire funnel, all the copy on this funnel, it's all built out to get people to buy my flagship product. All the images, I'm only talking about my flagship. I'm never talking about my bumps because this is the thing that I have to get them to buy. So here is that thing, the .com secrets book. They fill out their payment information. Then here's the bumps. And a cool thing about the first yes is the hardest yes to get. And that's why we build the entire funnel geared to getting that yes. Every yes after that gets increasingly easier. So bumps don't have a ton of copy around them. There's no giant paragraphs. It's really simple, short, and sweet, and easy additive decisions. This is the checkout line at your grocery store, right?
Yeah.
You're just grabbing a Snickers bar, grabbing a Sprite, not even looking or doing anything. So here's 1 bump and 2 bumps. You can have multiple bumps on your funnels. Russell's using 2 in this case. But look how easy it is, right? There's if you expand more, he has a good bit of copy here on this one. I don't think this one has as much. Yeah, just some bullet points. But like that's it. Really simple, really easy additive products that they can add to their orders.
Gotcha. And the bump comes. I obviously, if there's a copy of the funnel, it says a template of the funnel. I'll take it. But if there is, and then more of the same would be the following funnel in which people can, just get, and then they're bumping everything, right? They're not bumping, they're buying 3 more of the same on the entire product, right? And how would let's say that they don't take the bump, but they how do I offer them more of the same? Let's say they don't take the bump versus no bump, right? And then more of the same. More of the same means if no bump is just the flasks with no additional, and do I build
and when you run this with V-Curve, it's in the training, and we actually give you the special code as well. When you run this with V-Curve, if somebody buys 3, the MOS that we show them is going to be buy 3 more. If somebody buys 5, buy 5 more. If somebody buys 10, buy 10 more. And then you can adjust the exit pops. So if they buy 3 and they say no to 3 more, then the exit pop is, hey, do you want 1 or 2? If somebody buys 5 and they say they don't want 5 more, they say no on the OTO, exit pop shows up and it says, okay, great, you don't want 5, but do you want 3 or 1? Somebody buys 10 on the order form.
I saw that. The question, the attention here is on I'm giving them 1 for free, so there's no V-curve pretty much on this one.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So let's say they buy 1, they don't take the bump, right? They just want a free flask. They pay the shipping.
Yeah,
they're going down the funnel, right? And then, okay, would you like to buy 3 more and there's this massive discount now? But the 3 more is 3 more of the same. Now, since they didn't take the bump, this is just 3 flasks.
correct.
It should be priced at X. But let's say they do take the bump, right? So let's say they do select that. So the next one is 3 more, but including the bump.
Yes. Do you want 3 more with premium packaging? Correct.
Yes. Now, what I'm saying is that in this particular funnel, technically, right, these are 2 pages, right? Like this product with the packaging and product without a packaging. Or like, how's that technologically going to build? You see what I'm saying?
Yes, great question, Vladimir. It all has to do with custom attributes and a little bit of custom code. So all this does it intelligently and intuitively based on what they're purchasing. It's actually really, really simple. It's in the training. I think it's
Okay.
module 4, if I'm not mistaken. But you just add a little snippet of code inside your order form, and it all propagates to what they have already purchased. I'm excited for you to learn that too, because that is like the secret part of the game that we don't really talk about in OFA, and it's how ecom is run. Just that one little code snippet, you'll be using that across like all of your funnels in the future.
Yeah. No, that's fantastic. Now, for this particular funnel that I would like to have built tomorrow, in addition to everything else that I gotta get done, what's the, because like when we're talking modules and courses that has to be left for next week, what do you, from the practical standpoint, like just, you know, what do you advise? What's your advice? Build a funnel that has no upsells, which kind of defeats the purpose of me just giving stuff away. Like what do you think I should do?
I don't think it defeats the purpose. I don't think it defeats the purpose at all, because there's still like when Trey launches a funnel, rarely, if ever, does he just set it and forget it. There's always split tests to be run. I always have headlines to tweak. I always have messaging. What's the messaging that gets me the best conversions?
Yep.
I'll have an order form to tweak. I'm trying to say it this way. Not really working. Let me try it this way. There's so much to tweak. I mean, typically, it's like 6 months. Trey told us last time that a product life cycle is typically about 2 years before the ad fatigue hits, and it's like, okay, this is just not profitable anymore. And typically it takes about, when first starting out, when you become a Trey and you just see order forms like QVC, it's always faster, right? But typically what I see is it's about a 6-month process that people will be split testing, tweaking, iterating until they get to like the perfect thing. And over those 6 months, they might go from a 2% conversion rate to a 6% conversion rate. So no, I would advise sell it without the bump. Sell it without the upsell. I absolutely would advise that. 2 reasons. Number 1, you're launching, you're getting data, you're figuring out, does this convert? Does this work? Is my messaging right? Is the messaging wrong? Or is this just not a good product that people actually want to buy? You're learning all those things. It's no more theoretical. It's real. You did it. You have real data.
Yeah.
So number 1, and the biggest is number 1. But number 2, watch how fast you build your upsells as you start having sales rolling in. Watch how fast those things get built, and watch how none of the roadblocks matter. You're going to build the upsell, you're going to launch that bad boy, and you're going to put it right in the build because you're now making sales. Everything starts from those first sales. The level of urgency inside of you once you make a sale increases drastically. So yeah, I would tell you, Vladimir, launch without the upsells.
Yeah.
Just launch the order form.
Yeah. No, and I don't, I mean, I'm looking this in the framework of, number 1, I gotta build this funnel. Number 2, I'm facing a deadline. The event is tomorrow at 5. So you gotta be ready by then, ready and tested. I do want to have some sort of because I wanna lead them into cigars, and with that free flask being, okay, here is something for free. It pulls them into the universe, because if they just get my card, very rarely, almost never, anybody actually does anything with it.
Yep.
Therefore, the event that I'm investing in, and I will be in terms of time and money being there, is kind of like, the end result can be better, to say the least, right? So I'm gonna build the funnel with the flask. Simple, try to like put some wedding pictures around it.
So that's what you're going to, a wedding tomorrow, or an event tomorrow.
It's actually a wedding in a very nice wedding place. I'm a part of a larger consortium that is being under the umbrella of the largest liquor distributor, so they're going to be moets and things like that together with me, so we kind of go as a package. My idea from this whole thing is, so for the attendees will be like 200-300 of them. Okay, how do I bring them into my universe? Because the cigars are sold independently. how do I bring him into my universe and run him from like run him through the funnel, right?
Exactly
So
this way.
additionally,
Exactly this way. Yep.
yeah.
You
So
literally get them, just send them to your free plus shipping Flask funnel. Just send them there. And buyers are buyers are buyers are buyers. So after this wedding, you're going to have I would have at my booth a QR code set up where they could just scan it on their phone right there, and they can go to my funnel and they can get a free flask sent to them immediately. Maybe you even bring flasks with you. So when
no,
they
I
buy,
will.
nice.
Yeah, I would. This is if I bring the flasks for them to buy on the spot, right? Even though that's doable, what I'm afraid of is, okay, they get a flask and then the opportunity for upsells gets diminished. Like, if you know what I mean,
I
because the
don't think so,
funnel,
though.
yeah,
I
okay.
don't think so, because now you have them on your list and they're a list of buyers. So now that you have them, you can start sharing with them everything about Baron of Havana.
Mhm.
You know, and now you can start bringing them into your company culture, and now you can have that nurture sequence that for the next so event happens on Saturday. Maybe you have a 7-day nurture sequence where it's an email a day talking about your cigars, the inception of them, the quality of them, the warehouses behind them, like, you know, all the cool stuff that you have. Maybe 7 days to talk them through that. Then next Saturday, you can send them right back to the funnel. And you can say, hey, if you want to grab some cigars, click this link here. You can literally, Vladimir, you can send them to an upsell step in a funnel because you sent these people to your funnel. So you have their contact, you have their card on file. We can send them right back into the funnel where they can start using your cigars and they can just do one-click upsells. They don't have to refill out order forms. So go ahead.
Speaking of card on file, right? This is another thing that I was actually thinking about. So I do have some buyers here, right? Like in the ClickFunnels, but I don't obviously see the numbers. I don't see. It's not like somebody gave it to me like a friend sometimes does. He sent me the copy of the picture of the card and says, "Listen, put this in my account and then just keep charging once a month," right?
Yes.
In this particular case, so that card on file, right? That's a very convenient. If I can on the phone say, "Hey, would you just like to use a card on file," and then just manually charge it, right? Because this is like, how do I do that? You see what I'm saying? Like, so let's say somebody purchased something from me in the past. Their card is on file somewhere in ClickFunnels. So, or the AI payments or some payments AI. How would I manually execute a transaction on the card that I don't know even where it is, right? I only see purchase has been completed and that's it.
Okay, I gotcha. I think I have this right here. Let me just make sure. Oops, I don't need the order. I need the contact. And we go here and we create the order. Yeah, so fun. Great question. All right, let me show you. So here, I'm just going to go, you can go do it in any contact. So like I can go to any contact, I can click their profile, I can go to orders, and then I can create an order. I click create order and I choose the products to be added by just clicking add products. And now I have all my products in my account. So I just add the product and then I create the order. Boom, done. Easy peasy. If you want to find, like, you can then go to orders and you can see all the people that have ordered in your funnel. You can go to that exact, so like you're on the phone with somebody, right? And they're like, yeah, I'd love to do this. Just go to your orders, find their email, or just go to your contacts, search their email or their name, find their contact profile, and then you're just hopping over. Okay, so we're going to create a manual order for you. Bingo, here we are. And just to confirm, the product that you want 3 cigars. Is that right? Okay, great. You want 3 cigars. Awesome. And we're going to send that to, yada, 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 yada. Yeah, okay, great. Create the order. Bingo.
Hold on, and when I say create the order, that automatically charges the card?
That's correct.
Ooh, so I'm not creating an invoice. I'm actually creating an order manually, meaning he's buying right on the phone without touching his wallet, without having to plug anything in. Well, that's fantastic, man. I mean,
So
like, because
now,
so many hurdles.
so now you see why I say just launch the funnel. Just launch it on Saturday with a flask. Because after the flask, you could just call people without even having to send them to a funnel. You could just call all the buyers on Sunday or Monday. You could say, hey, and just upsell them the cigars. Hey, flask is on the way. It's going to be there in a couple days. I have amazing, whatever the pitch is, right? It's just not hitting me right here, the transition. But yeah, acquire buyers, call the buyers, sell them more products. Yeah.
I had no idea that it's just so easy. Like, I always thought that, like, what I always struggle with, yes, I talk to people and then they're driving, they're this, they're that, and instead of, then I'm talking to them and they gotta pull the card out again, and it's like, and all those conversations go pretty much nowhere, like 99
Correct.
out of 100.
Oh man, Vladimir, I'm sorry. I'm driving right now and I'm probably going to get a ticket talking on the phone right now anyway. Can I call you back later when I have my card on hand? And they
Yeah.
don't call back. And then you call them back and they don't pick up.
Yeah, exactly. Like that,
Exactly.
so it's I didn't know, so I have to, number one, if you don't mind, just put a copy of this link so I
Yes.
can save it. I'm piling them up like like all these recordings, but this is actually a great feature to have and to know. So just to sum up, I'll build free plus shipping in whichever form. I'll look I hope to do I'll see if there's any template with the bumps, and I got to do that so fast that it's gonna be rough on the edges, but I'll try to make it as nice as possible. And then I'll do the upsell. Maybe like I'll just do a 3-pack. Hey, just try the cigars for now, and then I'll call them, and then when we can discuss scheduling, like the wedding and everything else. And if they say yes, then I'll create the order right on the phone with the card that I have for them.
That's exactly right. Yep, that's exactly right.
Fantastic.
And you don't need a template that already has bumps. So here's how it works. You're going to go to your order form page. You go to your products. Let me just do it on this page because it looks clean.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go to an order form page, you can add a product, and then here's our order bumps down below. Check this out. I'm going to add a product, and first I'm going to add my flagship. And let's just say that's the ratchet set.
Mm-hmm.
Now my ratchet set is here in this product box. It's not in my bump area. It's my flagship product. But I want to add a bump as well. So I just go to add a product, and let's say subscription is my bump. I choose that one. Now I'm just going to drag it down here into my order bumps.
Well,
now I have one flagship product and I have one order bump. No templates needed. This just works. Whatever you have on your order form, all order forms accept order bumps. So you literally, all you need is a checkout element on the page and the products added. That's it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it does actually. Like, this
Great.
is simpler than I thought.
Yes.
And this is actually the original one funnel away template. I recognize it so well. And I'll go back to the original. That's great because it already has the upsells. I do remember now.
Yeah.
And I can just maybe try to one upsell, one order bump, one upsell. Or maybe like 2 upsells, like do the flasks, try the cigars, like, okay, here it is, and then thank you so much, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want them to, like, I don't want them to be like, oh, okay, like this is coming at me, and then I will eventually look to expand the bump so it's automated where they can just order the cigars. But I'm thinking, since these are like $1,500 packages, $2,500 packages, maybe that's just better done over the phone.
Yes, it absolutely is. I don't know many people buying those high ticket cigar packages online. I'm not a cigar smoker.
No, of course.
I don't know a ton, so I might be wrong. there probably is an entire luxury market of people that buy them online and they have subscriptions running, so they get sent every month, right?
Yeah.
But yes, you just nailed it, Vladimir. If I can just get them to take low price point products, front end products, tripwire products, as we call them, they
Yeah.
buy this product and they trip the wire and a whole series of events happens now. If I can get them to buy this, then I can just call them and I can upsell them my high ticket products. Yes, 1,000,000%.
Fantastic. No, I will do that. Yeah, I don't know that even like the mindset of actually buying anything wedding related is done just like that online, right? It's always done in person. It's not done in an automated funnel way fashion, right? Like so if it's done, it's going to be done as a one-off transaction, meaning, okay, here is the package. It costs $1,500. Okay, here's my credit card. I'm going to go and I'm going to buy it. But not like, oh, yeah, look, you started from free and then now you're buying $1,500 on the back end with one click somewhere, somehow. And if people do buy it, it's likely, I think it could even be a mistake, which can, and I don't want to, I don't want to go down that route anyway, until I'm really, from the technological standpoint, confident that everything works and I'm doing the right thing logically. So thank you so much, Dante. This is very helpful. I will also now thinking, it's just the easiest way. It's probably just for me to use the original template that already, you just showed the bump. I'm just going to look at the recording again later.
You don't have to use the original OFA template, to be honest. You don't have to. You've already built the funnel. You've already built your order form. You have the buy more machine upsell, which is just a fantastically designed, easy to understand page. You can start with what you have. You're fine.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, no, I was just looking from like the bump perspective. But like it's easy with any funnel. Like I can build
it's
even from
easy with
scratch.
any funnel with a checkout, regardless what else is on the page. Any funnel step with a checkout, it is that easy.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Dante. Thank you very much, buddy.
Always a pleasure.
We have cut deep into the experts. Russell's not here, I guess, today with us, but
correct. Russell is busy doing some other stuff with some of his One Common Club Challenge launches today.
Reckon would have cut me off. Okay,
I would have. Much. But great conversation, great questions.
Likewise,
I'm
buddy.
glad you got that now. That's going to be huge, man. Acquire customers, call them, make sales. Boom.
Yep. I just want, like I've done so many events with fancy liquor manufacturers. People are excited. They love the product. And poof, the next day it's all gone in distant memory. Like this, I tried.
You got to hit them when they're hot. You got to hit them when they're in that moment.
Yeah.
Give them a steak when they're hungry for a steak. The next day, they're not hungry. They ate the steak. They've moved on mentally. Yes.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I'm going to see what makes sense from all of these. And when we do these events in country clubs, like in this year, I'm going to be like, hey, here is you want a free flask? Here it is. Like, hey, just order free plus shipping. And then I can just like hit him with all kinds of upsells. And these are the clientele that I've always wanted. And what hasn't worked for me is people get excited about, like I do these, for example, like this is an event, for example, we did with Woodford, right? So this is a metal card and I put people's names here, right? And here is like scan for pairing experience, which is basically nothing but a funnel where they can sign in to actually get emails on, how do you pair cigars with bourbon, for example. I don't think that like 5 people signed up, and I've had 30 of these events.
Yep.
And I spoke with, I don't know, 1,000 people. 5 of them haven't signed up. Why? Because
I would probably swap it. You're giving the card and putting pairings on the back end. I would probably say, go here and learn about pairings, and then I'll engrave you a card.
Yeah, no. So that's, like we have been engraving things just to elevate the profile of the event in general, because what I have been able to do is, for example, like liquor manufacturers, when they do these events, they're looking to entertain the customer, and somebody getting a card with his name on it is definitely something that people experience at every event. As a matter of fact, this is, so this is what people really like. But the excitement basically dies as soon as they walk out of the door, right? Like it's
Yes.
and there is no way for me to follow up, because while they do get a card, they very rarely scan it after anything is done. So any sort of a, like I basically, and these liquor manufacturers, they're paying me to promote me, right? Like it's not like I'm giving stuff away for free. They have already pre-purchased this. So I have kind of like built all the cards and everything else into the price that they pay.
Yeah.
But they have already presence in the clubs and restaurants and so on and so forth, which gives me access. My frustration has been that once I have access to those clientele and we have a great time on the spot and they love the thing, how do I maintain the connection? And my first try was, okay, here's a card, scan it, join the list. We call it the inner circle, is so join the inner circle. We're going to tell you about pairing and this and that. And people just, how people are. So there has to be bigger incentive for someone to actually enters the funnel. And hence the idea about the free flask was born, right? Like, so sometimes I just end up giving these products away for free anyway, right? And they just take it and they're gone, right? Like, and then I still don't have them as a, yes, the event organizer keeps inviting us, which is okay, you get another shot because people have such a great time. However, that doesn't really do anything for me funnel wise, so I can scale this thing up.
Correct. And if you didn't do any of this stuff, you'd still be delivering for the company that hired you, and you'd still be invited back. So it's like, it doesn't do it for you, and that's all we really care about.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Are you doing the cards this Saturday?
So I will do the cards, right? Like, and this is why I will prepare the setup with, with the cigars and everything else. I will engrave a couple of flasks with the beautiful packaging. The Zippos and everything else will be there. Find some, some cutters and whatever I believe they can be a nice groom's gift, right? But the free flask is something that in the past events that we've done with the liquor manufacturers, right? With liquor manufacturers, the free flask is something that's, hey, it's beautiful. Like, look, I mean, it's a nice flask, and when you engrave the initials, actually, we engrave all kinds of stuff. But when you just put Class C initials and let's say a date, which is what Claude gave me as a suggestion for the weddings, when we do that, it looks classy, and it's enticing for me to say, hey, would you like something like this for free? And scan this code, and all you need to do is just pay $9.95 for shipping. We'll send the flask for free.
And
right?
do you engrave those flasks for them for free?
Yeah. I mean, look,
yes, that's exactly what you should do, Vladimir. You have the flask in hand. You can show them the flask, show them the raw flask, and then also have a very well engraved flask, like a template that they could see. And you say, I personalize these engravings to whatever you want. So if you'd like for it to be your name or your family crest, or maybe your family's last name established 2009, I'd love to do that for you. Just go here, get it completely free, and I'll personalize it completely free as well. You guys just cover shipping.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
In the moment, boom, you got people flying over to go buy.
And that's so hence the flask has a higher perceived value than the card, right? Like sometimes
no,
No,
it's different. Customers will have different things of massive value. Like I got a buddy that if he could have a Woodford Reserve card with his name on it, he'd go ballistic on that. And he would do exactly what everybody else in the world does to you. He would have a great conversation with you in real time. He would be super excited. He would be super talkative. He would get the card. He would say, that's amazing. You'd say, and just scan the code on the back and it'll let you do this. And he's like, oh my God, Vlad, you got it going on, man. This is great. Thanks so much. Yeah. And he'd turn around and walk away and you'd never hear from him again. But his buddy, I'd have to see that card every day for the next 2 years.
Yeah. No, that's...
So put it behind the opt-in. hey, just go here and put in your name and email on the form. There's actually a science behind pairing either cigars or whiskeys or vodka.
There is.
There's a science behind pairing, and we really love showing people and helping them unlock what's their favorite profiles. Most people don't have any idea about this. So all you have to do to get the card, just go here, put your name and email. We're going to send you all the pairings. We're going to give you a 5-day program on different things you can try in different combinations to unlock what you really love, what suits your palate the best. And then once you do that, just show me your phone. They'll just show you the thank you page is all they're going to do. And say, once you put your name and email in, it goes to the next page. Just show me the next page and we'll get you scanned up right now.
Yeah, no, that's it's great bouncing these ideas, because I know and I feel that there is an enormous amount of potential. People, like respond, and the overall enthusiasm at these events is omnipresent, right? Like, I mean, there's
what I'm really hearing, Vladimir, is you have a company that pays you to go to these events, and you are getting paid to go into rooms with tons of leads in there, tons
Correct.
of sales in there. So if we
Exactly.
can turn these people into sales, I have no cost. I have no advertising. My cogs are immediately going down as well. Like
You
if I
hit the nail
it's
on
a
the head,
gold,
my
it's a
friend.
gold mine. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a gold mine.
Yeah, you
that
hit
I
the
get paid to mine.
Correct. No, you hit the nail on the head, and this is why, for this particular funnel, like I'm making a clear distinction between running an ad on this, where I'm just going into the cold traffic, and basically being in a room where I can demonstrate the product and, okay, scan this and just order your flask now, and then enter the funnel. And okay, but how do I maximize that respectfully, right? Like, I don't want to be, okay, the one click and you bought a $2,500 cigar packet, right? But rather, okay, get it, here is a little bump. If you want a nice packaging, then that costs me money, which it does. Even like I was looking at pricing on Amazon, even at $20, this is about $10 under Amazon price, if you want it personalized or anything like that, right? So with that being said, it's a no-brainer. My thought process is that, well, on Amazon, this is where the transaction stops. Now I go, okay, would you like 3 more? Okay, how about which is, which now makes this whole transaction profitable. And okay, how about you try a box of cigars? Okay, as a box of 10 for, like, I'll give it to you for 20% off, or even a 3-pack, which is one of the most profitable and quickest way to execute. Okay, how about a 3-pack? Just try one of each, and then you let me know whether you want to engage in a conversation to actually get this beautiful offering that is presented to you right here. So
Yes.
it's all click, click, click. They spend, I don't know, like $70, $80, $100, but they get to feel and experience the product. And so that was the thought
And now
process.
you have a list of buyers. So 15 days after, or probably more like 25 days, how long does it take you to ship cigars?
No, it takes me, like, we get it done within 24 hours, bro.
Yeah, but like customer receives it in 3 to 5 days.
3 to 5 days, exactly.
Yeah, so I'd
Because
probably
use-
like every 15 days, every day I would filter my list and I'd see who bought my cigars 15 days ago. And then I would call them because I want to give them time to try at least one, preferably all
course.
3, right? But
Yeah.
then I'd call them. I'd be, again, trying to hit them when they're hot. I'd be calling them in that time that they have just consumed those cigars, and then you can upsell them. Upsell them into your $2,500 package. Upsell them into the 10-pack. Upsell them into the $1,000 box, right? That's
Yeah.
just playing around with your scripts and playing around with your products that you're promoting, seeing what gets the best take rates, and then making data-driven decisions from there.
Yeah.
Yes, all starts with a lead. All starts with an email, or all starts with a free plus shipping product.
Yeah. So technologically, just to sum it up, and I don't want, I feel like I've hijacked this conversation. Technologically, go to buy back, buy more, or whatever I do have some kind of front end for the weddings, which is basically just a lead generator. Hasn't really had any products to sell. The idea was to just, keep in contact with people. So I probably want to create a separate front end landing page, free plus shipping for this.
You will.
Then it's going to have the order bump. Then
It's
going
going
to
to
have
be the same template. It can be the same Buy More Machine template or the same OFA template or the same funnel template page that you're using right now. Just new images, new product. Yes.
And then have the bump right there. Have the upsell for 3. Personalization wise, I know that they can type things in where I can have like one radio button where they can just type things in. I'm just gonna say if you get it, just separate the names by
comma.
because I gotta by comma because I otherwise I gotta use the jot fonts and stuff like that, which is gonna take longer time to get done.
Correct.
And then hit him with like show them a couple of and then buy 3 more, try the cigars, and then thank you.
Beautiful.
The initial,
Beautiful. We generate customers, kicks off the nurture sequence. 15 days down the line, we should have more sales. Beautiful. Yes. Yes.
Perfect. And then the last question is schedule a call. Right? Because at some point, I would like to have that as well for what we're actually doing tomorrow. Right? Like, so, do you believe that the schedule a call has any place here, or it's just me picking up the phone or send them an email? Hey guys,
schedule a call like for customers,
or well, the brides and grooms are going to be looking at this wedding expo.
Oh my gosh, Vladimir, I have to step away for 2 seconds. I can't.
You got
even
it.
think. I'll
Go,
be right back.
Run. No, I see. Go run, bud. I hope you guys find this useful, like any of the questions here, because I had no idea that it was so easy to just upsell people, like on the phone. Create an order and you bought.
Okay, sorry about that. Thank you.
No problem. I shut down the camera because I don't know how people feel about smoking. Schedule a call has a purpose. Then when somebody has expressed his interest in my product, okay, when is the wedding? Let's schedule a call and let me try to close you right there and then, right? Like, but
expressed interest in your product being like what you provide for Woodford Reserve, as far as being like.
So I'm talking So I'm talking weddings, for example, right? Like, brides and grooms, they come to the expo, and then there's some sort of a follow-up, some sort of, okay, let's talk then about,
Okay, so brides and grooms would book a call to have your services or your products at their wedding.
Yes. So, well, we can discuss the wedding, discuss the, the strategy. They have expressed interest in having cigars at the wedding, but they have not committed to anything, right? Like, because during the event, they're just browsing around and seeing the flowers and the photographers and everything, cake makers and so on and so forth, right? And all these liquor manufacturers, right? So, my question is, when we engage and then I run him through the funnel, right? Is the schedule a call for the package a part of this funnel, or it's not, or it's a separate standalone thing?
No, it's a separate standalone thing. Yeah. And you're only going to be really promoting that to people that are like the right customers.
Yeah.
No, that would be its own funnel. Its own URL, its own funnel. So like, I'm seeing your booth right now, and you have your table, and you have one little, like, the little little plastic stands that you can put papers into this.
Yeah.
I see 3 plastic stands, each having a QR code that customers can simply scan to go to the funnel. One for flasks, one for the pairings and to get a card engraved with their name on it. And this would be a new one where it's schedule a call. 3 different funnels, and you can direct traffic to the right place. So some customers get engraved, some customers need a call.
Yeah. Free flask, actually, that's great, because I do always bring the plastic see-through thing.
Yeah.
I actually never put a QR code on it. I always kept it on a card. I will also engrave a lot of cards with I've already received the permission from this exclusive wedding venue to use their logo. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to maybe like I want to do that for the flask, or because I don't have, if scheduling a call is a new funnel and I don't have that funnel yet. Like I do have weddings where they can just put their information in. Maybe I can just use that. But there's no scheduler. There's nothing is connected on the back end that plugged it into my into any sort of I don't know what that would be. Like what kind of schedulers are we talking about? Like something that is going to give me hey, today, something's going to go into my calendar.
Do you have Calendly?
I don't use Calendly. No.
Okay, cool. ClickFunnels has an internal scheduler. We have the appointments app. It's an app in your account, and you can just hook like your Google Calendar to it, and then bingo, you have a scheduler.
Excellent. I will I'm gonna have to probably prioritize the flask funnel first. And then I will have to get back to this, because I know that with another wedding venue, I have next week we have another event, and or a call, but there will be an event, and I want to have all the ducks in a row so I can actually have that ready to go, and basically be able to do something with it when the time comes.
I just got to show you really quick. Oh, great, Scott. Great question. Scott said, why use Calendly if ClickFunnels has a calendar? Most people have a Calendly set up. And in this case, Scott, I'm looking for speed. I want to do things quickly. So I'm not trying to put a hurdle in front. I'm trying to find a thing he already has that we can just slide in really easily. Great question, Scott. I want to show you how easy this is, Vladimir. I'm going to enter the editor. This does not need to be complicated or complex. All of this traffic is super hot. You're having conversations in real time. So you can come to a funnel, add a section, 1 column row, headline, subheadline, and then we could add done.
Wow. And this is
done. Wouldn't even need a subheadline here. Done.
Yeah.
That's it. Maybe down here a little picture of you with your cigars, you don't even need it though. They're hot. They're in the moment. They're right there.
Yeah.
And typically for these people scheduling a call, you're probably going to be looking over their shoulder. They scan the QR code, they land on the page, you're like, yep, that's a perfect page. Anytime there, you're more than welcome to it. Done. Easy.
Wow.
No, if I had a Calendly calendar, watch this. If I had a Calendly calendar, I'm going to go over to Calendly. Where do I go to? Let me just go to here and whatever. I think this will be good enough. Oh, is it going to make me go like this? Okay, fine. Where's the rest of the stuff? Oh, you guys all changed everything up, didn't you? Come on. I would have to go to just click into here. Oh, they changed everything.
Like ClickFunnels keeps changing.
Yeah, don't we all? Don't we all? Where's their share button?
You drive us crazy with that.
I'm sorry.
Why do you think I keep learning?
Okay. There we go. Share. No. That is crazy. I don't know where they put this. Well, I don't know where they put it, but in Calendly, Calendly could give me an embed code. I could just go to this meeting. I could get my embed code, which I still don't understand why I can't find that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to use Calendly anyway, so.
Yeah, but like just to show how fast and easy this stuff is.
Yeah.
Not super complex, man. Headline and a scheduler and a thank you page. Thank you. Your appointment has been booked. I can't wait to speak with you. Done.
Yeah.
Like 8 minutes.
And Dante, what I really enjoy about these calls and find them valuable is the tools that are behind a seemingly complicated tasks in my head are actually like, okay, here they are, right? Because this is what I quite often struggle with is here is the problem I'm trying to solve. Okay, how do we solve it? And then like that always it's the how, and then you hit the roadblock, and then it just drains you, and then you start seeking help outside, and are they overpriced? Are they not overpriced? And meanwhile, like it's all quite simple 95% of the time, right? And this is where I don't know how it's for others, but I really enjoy these calls because they are encouraging and empowering in terms of, okay, you can do this, because I have traditionally struggled to materialize my thoughts through someone else. And this has been, I've spent so much money on developers and stuff like that, whereby they not only take me forward, they take me backwards. So not only I spend money, now I gotta go and clean up that mess and the time and all that stuff. And this is why I build my own funnels. Like I don't even, yes, at some point maybe like I can, if I'm trying to say, listen, just build this. But when whatever they build is not going to be what I believe that they should have built. And that's it has always been the case. Like for me, I don't know how is it for others, but I hope that
it's that way for 98% of people.
Yeah, because the building these funnels, I mean, even for like Grandmaster, yes, I know it's just simple front end funnel. It works and it looks nice. And hey, yeah, is it perfect? I don't know, but is it like now it's just tweaking to actually add more value?
Yeah.
Rather than, like, okay, well, how do I do this at all?
Yeah,
right?
it's like you got a nice baseline that you're happy with and you can build on. Whereas the other ways is like you're working so hard to get a baseline, you get it back and you're like, well, it's terrible. It's not it.
Yeah, and then it's the energy wasted, the time wasted. It's exhausting, and I've given up. I mean, like I built so many websites. I think like now I gotta build an 8th website that is going to now with the AI kind of like I know what needs to be done. Like I can, it's gonna be better than the other one, so it can achieve better results rather than we're going to spend money, we build something, and the developer, well, he might be great building websites for a traditional business. When you want to plug, and he only knows how to plug in the Stripe, and Stripe doesn't take tobacco payments, he builds Stripe, and I'm an online business without being able to take payments, and all of a sudden the 2 months of work is just gone. Right? And he builds it on sometimes even Squarespace. You can only do specific payment processors, or Square only do specific payment. You can't even bring a high risk process. So it's not like, and it was daunting, right? And it's a 3-year long journey, and it's been extremely painful and frustrating. And that's why I like ClickFunnels. And even like with age verification, we're able to build that. And if there are a gazillion requests for personalizer inside the ClickFunnels, it's a quick now with AI. I mean, they can get it done like quickly, right? Like, but I guess it's a limited number of people doing all these tasks and projects, and it's even if I were,
and if you saw the entire feature request board of all the things that people want, it gets really easy to then see like, oh, well then ClickFunnels has 120 decisions they have to make right there on what to prioritize, what not to. As quick as we move, we still are a company, and it's not, you're not wrong. It should be like, oh, just do that. It does
Yeah.
take a little longer for us.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I guess everything has to be tested before it actually, you can put your name behind it. Because I built the personalizer, and yes, it wasn't perfect, and obviously it's the code provided by ChatGPT or whoever, but it was far from perfect. Came up with a whole slew of challenges on its own. They were all solvable, but they were all I didn't feel comfortable enough to like just, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go with this. So there's a lot of projects that have been shifted, modified, and maybe put on a back burner because of that. But like when it comes to the majority of things, it's like just plug and play, just like bam, 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 bam. And now with ClickFunnels, I'm actually feeling confident that these tools are so easy to use that I just, this is my idea, let me bring it to life. And now I understand why, how Trey was able to launch a funnel a week until we found something that worked. Because look, I mean, in my theory, I can come up in my head, oh yeah, I'm going to do a funnel for this, then next week funnel for that. But when it comes to building those funnels, like when you start calculating, now I got to do, you're going to spend so much time, you got to work, you got to test it and this and that. I ended up doing this, grandmaster funnel, and I was so proud of it. And I was pushing the cards, like the one that I just showed you, like just with because I make those cards, scan this, scan that. Luckily, one guy scanned it, and he says, "Hey man, I want a box," and he paid $1 for it. Imagine if 200 people have done that. I mean, that would have had and this guy's nice, and he's a friend, but maybe not everybody's a friend. He could have stick me with it. You just said, hey, you owe me $1 for $1, man, that's it. And then I owe these guys their royalties and stuff.
Well, and realistically, you could always just refund, but then, yeah, somebody does that, you have the wrong thing set up, and now we have 200 refunds coming through your NMI in one day, and we don't want that.
No. So it's
I resonate a lot with what you're saying, Vladimir, because I feel like I found myself in that same boat when I first joined this world. And I had a hard time understanding how simple a lot of things were. And for me, I had a lot of tech fear, I think, where I was afraid to just click around. I was afraid to just do something or just try something and just see what happens.
You're reading my mind. I mean,
yeah, well, I'm not. You're saying all the things that I was saying when I first started. Man, I just want you to feel free, unburdened, unshackled. You have an idea, just go make. Just go make. If it doesn't work out, delete it and try again and start again. And the amount of the revelations that you have in doing that, that's how you get fast. That's how you get quick. That's how you get confident. And for you, I'm really glad you have Buy More now, because you have an amazing funnel template. Like, it's fantastic. It's short, it's sweet, it's concise. It doesn't require a high level of marketing. Like, I love the interstitial page we give in OFA. Interstitials are amazing, or advertorials. Yeah. They're incredible. I love them. But they're a little tedious. They take some time, right? You have to come up with some stories to sway people and pull them in. Where Buy More Machine, it doesn't have all that. It's just really simple QVC style e-com. And it's easy to plug a new product in every single week and launch.
Yeah. You see, one thing, Dante, that I need to crystallize in my head is, while I do understand the power of the story, right? I was never able to really actually even meet anyone who would read the advertorial the way that it was presented in the OFA template. I would not read that, right? So what precludes that is something that obviously now is a mystery for me, right? Like, why would I be reading something that is, I got to read this to actually even, now it's a different setup. The way that, Trey described it when he's asking that woman about the taser, and she tells him that face to face, because that's when the stories are told. But when you're holding your phone, mostly, and then you got to start reading this thing, the actually captured somebody's attention in the audience for so long is
It's all about customer, though.
Yeah.
It's all about customer. So if I'm going to sell a taser, I'm going to start my story out with, it was 8 o'clock at night and I was walking alone through the Home Depot parking lot, and wouldn't you know it, none of their lights worked. I never felt so unsafe.
Yeah.
If a man sees that, if I see that, I'm swiping to the side, right?
Correct.
I don't ever feel unsafe walking around. I'm
Exactly.
the safety for my family. But a woman reads that, they're hooked in. Ooh, that does sound scary. Oh my gosh, what happened? They're hooked in. So it's writing those stories for the customers.
Yeah.
And we're never going to convert everybody. Our story's never going to resonate with everybody. So we pick our dream customer, we write it for them, and they get hooked in.
Yeah. No, and again, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like crystallizing the tactics and tools and tactics for the specific dream customer, and how do you actually execute and how do you like perfect it to the point where they're actually going to, you know, like you're gonna achieve, you're gonna capture and keep their attention, because the most of the people that I actually know, they want something simple like the buyback machine rather than let me tell you the story. But they actually do want the story, they just don't want to read it.
Yes, yes. For cold traffic, advertorials are amazing. They're just amazing. They always have been and they always will be. It's just a marketing skill. It's just a marketing muscle of being good at telling stories, you know? And that advertorial page is just like your buy more machine page. When you nail an advertorial page and you understand, like when you nail one and you start making sales, you're like, I get it. I see this. And then you can start plug and play products in there. They're not all going to hit, as nobody's ever going to launch a funnel where all products hit. It just doesn't work that way. But it's just getting good at it. And you're right. People want things fast nowadays, but marketing is not dead. And advertorials and story selling is nowhere near dead. It's just working out the muscle, building it, tearing it down so it can build back up better and stronger.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Absolutely. I mean, and in general, even like with the video for the Grandmaster, it's the video about the cigars that celebrate him. And yes, we shot like maybe it's like maybe 4 minutes long. And he's like he wasn't like, I couldn't even capture his attention to watch a video that's beautifully made. Like it's like they spent almost 10 grand on it, like production and everything else. And you were like, hey, do we have anything like 40 seconds long? Or, you know what I mean? Or can you do that something in 10 seconds? I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, we'll chop it and we'll do all kinds of stuff with it, but it's the attention, you know, it's so, I guess, depending on person to person, but I was, at least I expected this guy to like be immersed in it. This is the video about product that is made about him. And it's just like, oh man, like, can we do something? Do you have anything like 40 seconds long? So I'm like, okay, we can chop it up, but you need the story. You need the whole, you know, melancholic music in the background and nice sceneries and stuff like that. You can't just skip that. But you know, it's finding.
That's the way the world is going. That's the way customers are going as well.
Yeah.
So everything we want to deliver as fast as we can.
But they still want
and they still
because
need
they're not gonna buy, they're gonna take action unless they get the story. But how do you deliver a story? And this is that fine-tuning that I've been, you know, that confused me about the advertorial in the OFA template, because it's not something that I read stories all the time. I just like this particular wasn't just, it was confusing. But I hit I trust button and I just went along with it. But it's you know, like finding that winning optimal combination between the story and the pictures and the layout and the functionalities and the upsells and downsells, and use VSL maybe, like, you know, I see that Russell's that was another confusion. I haven't seen one thing from Russell that actually has the advertorial. It's always VSLs. It's always him talking. It's always, and
Well,
it's
Russell
it's
doesn't
that.
sell. Russell doesn't sell e-com though.
True. No, yeah. No.
Right.
I get it. I'm just mentioning it as an example, like that the VSL, maybe, like, I don't know, something about personal contact rather than people reading. Like it's I don't know, like this particular challenge, obviously, the what kind of is crystallized, well, the end result for me, the end takeaway was like, you just gotta build all these funnels, a lot of them, like, and they gotta be different, and they're gonna be this and they're gonna be that. So thank you so much.
Oh, and that's the difference. You are going to build a lot of funnels, but they're all going to be exactly the same, just different products inside of them.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We've been chit-chatting, man. Like, I'm like, this is a great stuff. So Scott, thank you so much for being patient, man, also.
Yep, absolutely. Great questions today, Vladimir. I'm glad you had the revelation, man. Really glad.
Ante, absolutely. And if you don't mind, I don't know if you put the link.
I did.
Awesome.
I did. It should be just above Scott's comment. Do you see that?
Yes, I see it.
Awesome.
I have you on a full screen. So thank you so much, Scott. Thank you for being patient, man. Really appreciate you as always, Dante. And I'll let you know how things go on Monday.
That sounds great. I'm looking forward to it, Vladimir. Good work, man.
All right, my friend.
And for everybody else, great work. Great work. Great week. I know it was a little bit slower of a week this week. We didn't have as many participants, which is A-okay. That count should be back up next week. We should have even more next week. So I'm really excited about that. More stories, more examples, more success, more changes, more split tests. A rising tide raises all ships, and you guys are going to get to be a part of that. So really excited for next week, but great job this week. Great job. You did big things. We smashed hurdles. We smashed roadblocks. Sales were made. Discoveries were made. Exactly as it should be. Week after week after week, gang. We keep doing this. We keep stacking small wins. And before you know it, you turn around and you say, how did I get here? And I can't wait for that day. I can't wait for that day. I can't wait to hear you guys come in and talk and say, today's the day. It's going to be really exciting. But have an amazing rest of your week, gang. Have an awesome weekend. As always, make sure to take some time and pour back into you. Whatever it is that fills your cup up, maybe go read your holy scriptures or go enter a demolition derby. I don't know what fills your cup, but we have to have full cups as entrepreneurs in this world. As entrepreneurs, we give and we serve, and things are asked of us, but nothing is given to us. It's a draining life that we live as entrepreneurs, and we can't give if our cup is empty. So it is so important to make sure that you have a full cup when we hit next week. Take some time this weekend.
What fills your cup? But we have to have.
Take some time this weekend and give it to yourself. You have more than earned it. I will let you all go for now. We're going to be back at it next week. Same time, same place, same link.
Have a great weekend all. Thank you so much. Thank you.